the media. Gracias a toda la prensa. We have a terrific main event, which will put Francisco Vargas versus Will Tomlinson, Thursday, March 12th. Will be televised live from the Freeman Coliseum in San Antonio, Texas. We are extremely excited that this fight will be televised live on HBO Latino. We also have on the co-main event Frankie Gomez, who is a fight away from going up against any top 10 fighter at 140 pounds. So this card will be action-packed. Will be packed with local talent from San Antonio. So at this moment, let me take the time to introduce to you our partner in San Antonio, Texas, who can say a few words. That is the promoter, Mike Pata. Mike, are you on the line?
Yes. Thank you, Oscar. First of all, Oscar, I want to thank you and Golden Boy Promotion for letting us have the opportunity to work alongside with you guys. This is going to be our first HBO Latino boxing working alongside with Golden Boy, so I'm excited about that as well. Leija Bata has been working with Golden Boy for the past 3 years, and right now we're looking to continue this great relationship we have. I'm excited to have a great night of boxing with Francisco Vargas and Will Tomlinson. These are two hungry fighters and contenders in their prime. I also want to thank the great fight fans of San Antonio and in the state of Texas. We have one of the most passionate fight fans in the world here in San Antonio. And come March 12th, we're going to have a packed house at the Freeman Coliseum. Like Oscar said, it's going to be undercard. It's going to be stacked with some of the best young prospects of boxing. So we're excited. One last thing I'm going to leave off with for the media. We will be hosting a press conference and an open workout for the fighters on March 10th at Jesse James Leija's gym on San Pedro as part of our fight week activities. And you'll get an alert on that information. Thank you guys very much.
Thank you very much, Mike. Also, I would like to announce once again, Corona Extra and Mexico Live It to Believe It will be our primary sponsors. So we want to thank them for making this possible. Tickets starts at $150 and all the way down to $25. So if you've never been to the Freeman Coliseum, it's a coliseum where every seat is a great seat. And so we are extremely happy to go back to San Antonio, where, like Mike said, the fans are just incredible. When a fight like this, of this caliber, goes to San Antonio, we're very confident that the fans will sell out the Freeman Coliseum. So we're really excited about that. Let me also take the opportunity at this time to introduce to you the first participant of this call. He will be facing Francisco Vargas. He has a record of 23-1 with 13 knockouts, and he hails from Melbourne, Australia. He's a standout fighter who has won and defeated several regional title fighters. For instance, winning the IBO Super Featherweight title and winning the IBO Intercontinental Super Featherweight title. In 2015, he is obviously ready to take a step up and challenge the very best. Let me introduce to you a fighter they call Wild, and that is Will Tomlinson. Will, can you say a few words?
Hi, Oscar. How you doing, mate? Saludos a todos los mexicanos. I'm very excited for this massive opportunity Golden Boy have given me against Francisco. obviously I'm training extremely hard, getting ready for the fight of my life. I'm very motivated to put on a great performance, not only for myself but for the boxing fans of San Antonio and around the world. I really believe this is going to be a coming out fight for me here in the US. I'm going to be able to introduce, to the US and Latino boxing fans who Wild Will is and what he's about and what I'm capable of doing. I believe Vargas is the perfect fight for me. He's a strong, aggressive, in-your-face fighter, and they're the types of guys that I love to fight and I love to be in the ring with, because I know that they're there to fight, and that we're going to give the fans what they want to see, and that's a fight. So March 12th, I'm going to be ready to give the fans what they want to see and put on a hell of a fight and get the win and become champion.
All right. Thank you very much, Will. El próximo participante, nacido en Tijuana and now fighting out of Mexico City, de la Ciudad de México, fue olímpico de 2008 para representando México. Tiene victorias sobre Abner Cotto. He has a tremendous win, which we all witnessed and probably stole the show that night against former world champion Juan Manuel Lopez in 2014, and he closed the year with a great win against Gennaro Camargo in Nuevo León, Mexico, with an 8th round knockout victory. Les quiero presentar de Tijuana, Baja California, ahora peleando desde México, la Ciudad de México, con un récord de 21-0, 15 knockouts, Francisco el Bandido Vargas.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Buenas tardes a todos. Un saludo a todos. Pues nomás para aclarar que, yo no soy de Tijuana, nací aquí en la Ciudad de México, nada más está mal ese dato. Yo siempre he estado aquí en la Ciudad de México.
I want to say hello to everybody. Good afternoon. Dale, Francisco.
Okay, pues estoy muy contento por la oportunidad que me está dando Golden Boy. Estoy haciendo una gran preparación, estoy entrenando muy fuerte para darles una gran pelea. Sé que Will pues viene con mucha hambre, viene bien preparado y pues nos estamos preparando para eso.
First of all, I want to say hello to everybody. Thank you for being on this call and for having me. I want to thank Golden Boy. I don't know, there's a little mistake, but I'm from Mexico City, born in Mexico City. As far as the fight, I'm very excited, motivated. I know that Will Tomlinson is coming with everything, and he's going to bring a very good fight, and I'm ready to give it my best as well.
Great, gracias Francisco, and now we can open it up for questions to the media. From the media.
Thank you. If you would like to ask a question or have a comment, please press star on your telephone. This will place your question in the order it was received. Once again, if you would like to ask a question, please press star 1 on your telephone keypad now. Our first question comes from Salvador Rodriguez with ESPN.
¿Qué tal? Saludos a todos, a Oscar, a Francisco, hi Will. Oscar, esta podría ser una pelea eliminatoria para Francisco Vargas. En dado caso de ganar, lo hemos visto, como bien dices, contra Juanma López, contra Abner Cotto. ¿Podría ser una pelea eliminatoria ya para él por algún título?
Sí, no está confirmado la eliminatoria. Eso lo estamos discutiendo y lo estamos hablando, pero obviamente el que gane esta pelea está ya ya tocando la puerta, ¿no? para disputar, ¿no? por un campeonato mundial. Es una pelea muy importante, por esa razón obviamente Francisco Vargas va a estar bien preparado y Will Tomlinson va a estar en óptimas condiciones.
¿Tú crees, por otro lado, Oscar, que este va a ser el primer evento o segundo evento de Golden Boy en San Antonio? Parece que ayer confirmaste o anunciaste que iba a ser el 2 de mayo también ahí en el Álamo Dome, Canelo contra Kirkland.
Pues sí, Texas y San Antonio es un mercado pues sumamente importante para nosotros y estamos agradecidos y contentos que tenemos socios como lo es Mike Pata en San Antonio. Tenemos una actividad con él ahí promoviendo peleas en San Antonio y pues estamos con el mejor equipo en San Antonio, Mike Pata y pues así es. Vamos a ir el 2 de mayo con Canelo Álvarez y obviamente pues esta pelea es bien importante para nosotros, Francisco Vargas y Will Tomlinson.
¿Puedo pedir por favor que bajen el ruido que está atrás? Se oye muy feo.
Okay, por otro lado, para Francisco, te han puesto muchos retos y todos los has pasado. ¿Ofrece algo diferente Will Tomlinson en esta pelea? Lo has estudiado, me imagino. ¿Te ofrece él algo diferente?
Bueno, no te escuché bien, perdón, ¿me puedes repetir la pregunta?
¿Qué trae al ring diferente Will Tomlinson, a diferencia de Juanma López, de Abner Cotto, de todos los rivales que te han puesto, River Montes incluso?
Oh, okay. Bueno, pues hemos estado viendo que es un peleador fuerte que va para el frente, igual sabe manejar su distancia y que es un peleador rápido. Nosotros estamos trabajando con gente de su estilo y pues estamos haciendo un buen trabajo para llegar listos para el día de la pelea.
Finally, Will Tomlinson, do you see the fight with Vargas and Juanma Lopez? Vargas is a very good contender from Mexico. Do you know very well Francisco Vargas or not?
Could you please repeat that question?
He says that you see the fight with Juanma Lopez, and are you familiar with him? He's a very good fighter from Mexico, but are you familiar with Francisco?
Yeah, I've been watching Francisco Vargas for a few years now, way before the Juanma Lopez fight. I always looked at him as a potential opponent for the future, and it's funny that you asked that question because I'm not sure if Francisco remembers this, but me and Francisco have actually sparred before. We sparred in 2007 at the Amateur World Championships in Chicago. I know it's a long time ago, but I've got a very good memory and I remember it quite clearly. But yeah, so to answer your question, I'm aware of Francisco and the type of fighter he is and how he's a big asset to the Mexico boxing scene, and I'm very, very excited to have the opportunity to fight him.
Okay, por último, Oscar, perdón, retomando Canelo Kirkland, sé que es Vargas Tomlinson, pero ¿cuánta gente puede meter Canelo Kirkland en San Antonio el 2 de mayo?
Sí, no, pues obviamente esta llamada es para Tomlinson, mixto latino, pero sí te voy a contestar la pregunta porque eres mi amigo. Vamos a llenar la arena y vamos a buscar a quebrar el récord que tiene Chávez con Whitaker en el Álamo Dome.
And our next question comes from Alejandro Rodríguez with El Universal.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Saludos a todos. Hello, everybody. Preguntarte, Francisco, ya has tenido peleas muy convincentes con rivales ya de un nivel ya bastante alto. ¿Crees que este año pueda ser el que finalmente se te dé la oportunidad de pelear por un título mundial?
Bueno, pues yo creo que sí, creo que estoy muy cerca de pelear por un título mundial. Por lo mismo, sé que esta pelea es muy importante y pues me estoy preparando para ganar esta pelea y pues llegar al 100%.
Tienes 2 campeonatos por 2 organismos diferentes. ¿Por cuál te inclinarías más? ¿Con cuál te llamaría más la atención el buscar un primer título mundial en una carrera donde vas invicto?
Bueno, pues a mí me gustaría mucho ser campeón del CMB, ¿no? Pero pues ya, yo digo que a estos niveles pues cualquier título de cualquier organismo es bueno y es muy importante.
Otra pregunta para Oscar. En ese sentido, Oscar, preguntarte, ¿qué planes hay para Francisco? ¿Por dónde ves más opciones de que pueda hacer la pelea titular por el CMB o por la OMB? ¿Y qué están buscando para Francisco en este 2015 después de si es que llega a superar esta pelea?
Sí, no, pues obviamente depende en la pelea, ¿no? Depende en esta función el 12. Yo creo que va a ser una pelea fuerte, una pelea difícil como todas. No hay planes fijos, pero obviamente lo que venga primero, si es la CMB o la ONB, Francisco Vargas está dispuesto a pelear por un campeonato mundial, está listo, está preparado, pero pues obviamente tiene esta pelea que no es fácil de marzo 12.
Por último, Oscar, ¿crees que este 2015 sea el año donde pueda tener una oportunidad titular?
Sí, claro que sí. Este año va a ser muy importante, y obviamente eso depende en cómo le salgan las cosas marzo 12. Obviamente uno no puede hacer planes porque hay un rival fuerte, un rival difícil en Will Tomlinson, y pues pero obviamente pasando la prueba, pues obviamente sí se puede dar una pelea de campeonato mundial.
Gracias, Oscar. Gracias a todos. Saludos.
Gracias.
Our next question comes from Kyle Shipshock with La Prensa.
Hey, Oscar. I apologize if you answered this in Spanish, but I was wondering if Golden Boy had anything planned for San Antonio in the future.
For what, I'm sorry?
I said I was wondering if Golden Boy had anything planned for San Antonio in the future.
San Antonio?
Yes, sir.
Yes, the fight March 12th is in San Antonio. Like we mentioned earlier in the call, it will be it's at the Freeman Coliseum with our partners, Leja Bata Promotions, and so we are extremely excited to be heading back there March 12th, and we will be on a regular basis giving the fight fans lots of exciting fights in the near future.
And do you have anything in the future planned with Golden Boy in San Antonio?
I don't understand your question. Didn't I answer it?
I said, like, outside of the March 12th event, do you have anything else planned in San Antonio in the near future?
Yes, we do.
Okay, could you specify?
Can we get the next question, please?
Can you tell me what qualities about both of the fighters impressed you?
Our next question comes from Lem Satterfield. Our next question comes from Lem Satterfield with TheRentTV.com.
Hey, how you doing? Will, you there?
I'm here, Lem. How are you, mate?
Great. Will, you referenced that your style, you feel your style is going to mesh well with Francisco's. That begs the question. You said you sparred together also. I want to ask you about that, but you do have a common opponent in Belmontes. How far away are you from that loss, and how can you kind of reconcile the fact that Vargas beat him and you lost to him?
Well, I'm sure everybody's heard the phrase that styles make fights, and there was no truer case than the fight with Belmonte's. I just didn't fire on the night. I simply just didn't let my hands go. It was just one day out of a million that I fought the way I did, and that's not going to happen on March the 12th. I'm going to get in there, and as we speak about styles, Vargas is going to be there in front of me there to fight, and he's going to be there to hit. And having said that, I'm going to be also there to hit as well. So it's it's going to be a great fight for the fans, because I can guarantee it's going to be action packed. I can't see how it couldn't be an action packed fight. I don't take a backward step. Vargas doesn't take a backward step, and it's going to be a really, really good fight to watch. And I believe one that I'm just going to be a little bit better than Vargas in all areas, like a little bit faster, a little bit better movement, hit a little bit harder. I think I'll break away towards halfway during the fight to the later rounds, and do enough to get the win.
You seem pretty confident. You said you had I guess, crystal clear memory of the sparring session. Can you characterize that and how that went?
Well, I can't say it was crystal clear. It's 2007, so nearly, I don't know how many years ago. That's like nearly 8 years ago. But I remember being very comfortable in the spar. Put it that way. I remember being able to box around and see all his punches coming and counter off his punches. But I'm not saying that that's going to be any indication on how the fight's going to go on March the 12th. As I said, that was 7 years ago. He's improved a lot and evolved a lot, and also so have I. And it all comes down to who's going to prepare the best and who's going to be ready and who wants it more. And I think the lifestyle that I've been living the last 2 years is a big indication on how bad I really do want these types of fights and these types of wins. Like I've relocated my whole life and my whole career from the comforts of Australia, and I've put it all online to come here to America, and I'm hell-bent in making it happen and making it work for me. And this will be this will be a big occasion in making that happen.
Thank you so much, and good luck in the fight.
Thanks, Len.
And just a reminder, if you would like to ask a question or make a comment, please press star 1 on your telephone pad now. That will place you in the question queue. Our next question comes from Nestor Gibbs with ThaBoxingvoice.com.
Hi, my question is for Francisco. I would like to ask him, how does he feel stepping up now to HBO Latino, knowing that so many more eyes are going to be on him come March 12th?
Francisco, la pregunta es para ti. ¿Cómo te sientes ahora que ya peleas en HBO Latino y que vas a tener pues muchos más televidentes viéndote y pues cosas mayores pueden salir si sales airoso?
Sí, bueno, pues estoy muy contento, estoy motivado de realizar una cartelera y que sea por HBO. Pues eso me motiva a hacer una gran preparación, a llegar bien preparado para la pelea, y pues voy a llegar listo para darle a la gente una gran pelea.
No, I'm very, very happy, very motivated. I mean, obviously this is what we dream of, and fighting on HBO even pumps me up more and gives me, more of that extra motivation to prepare myself at the fullest and go on and give a great fight.
Can you ask him, was he able to understand Will Tomlinson when he was saying that they sparred back in 2007 and that he felt very comfortable in the ring when he sparred Vargas and that he seems very confident?
Will mencionó hace unos momentos que él recuerda en el 2007 tú y él hicieron un sparring donde pues él de lo que recuerda que estuvo muy cómodo, no se sintió incómodo en el sparring contigo y que está muy confiado hoy en día que va a hacer una buena preparación y que va a salir con la mano en aire. ¿Qué piensas de eso? ¿Y recuerdas el sparring?
Okay, pues yo me acuerdo que había boxeado, sí me acuerdo que fue en el Mundial del 2007 en Chicago que bueno, el entrenador nos llevó a hacer sparring ya después que habíamos terminado nuestra participación. Y yo me acuerdo que había sido con un australiano, pero no sabía que era él. Y pues fue un sparring pues, tranquilo, normal. Y pues está bien que él esté confiado, está bien. Yo estoy haciendo mi preparación, estoy trabajando duro, estoy trabajando bastante fuerte porque pues sé que él tiene mucho que ganar y nada que perder y pues me falta muy poco para disputar el título mundial y pues no me debo de confiar de nadie.
Yes, I now that you mention it, I do remember in Chicago I had sparred with an Australian fighter, but honestly I didn't know it was Will. Now I find out it was Will. The sparring was just that. It was just, a sparring session. We worked a little bit. I know he's coming. It's a very important fight for him. I know he's training hard, and I'm glad he is because I know he has nothing to lose and everything to win, and I'm right around the corner for fighting for a world title, and I'm not going to let it go now. I'm going to work, and I'm working very hard, training very hard, and I'm coming to bring it as well.
The final question is for yourself, Eric, or Oscar, and could you just speak on the disappointment of the Orozco Emmanuel Taylor card falling apart, and why couldn't Emmanuel Taylor step in, why couldn't Francis Gomez Emmanuel Taylor happen?
Yes, obviously we're disappointed at the the cut that he but it's what happens in boxing, and we're going to reschedule it, but we have a terrific lineup with Frankie Gomez, and we'll be announcing a third fight very shortly. So this fight card is going to be as exciting or even more exciting than what it was originally.
All right.
¿Me la puedo medir, por favor? Gracias.
Any more questions, gentlemen? I'm sorry.
Our next question comes from Ignacio Zuniga with TrueBoxingHeads.com.
And my question is for Will. Will, we've seen you training out in Southern California, getting ready for this matchup with a lot of different prospects. Can you elaborate how the camp's been so far for you?
Yeah, it's been really good. We're working very hard. I came to LA from Australia about 5 weeks ago now, so I wanted to make sure I'd done my full 10-week training camp, 10 to 9 week training camp here in the States in LA to get the best sparring possible. I'm working really hard with my trainer Nico Robledo. We're putting in the work and leaving no stone unturned, so I can condition myself to go with Vargas because I know he's going to try and apply the pressure and try and make me fight for the 10 rounds, and I'm going to be more than ready to do that.
Awesome. Can't wait to see you March 12th. Pregunta para Francisco. ¿Cómo ha sido tu campamento en preparación para esta pelea contra Tomlinson?
Sí, bueno, pues la preparación la lleva mi entrenador y él le hace su plan de entrenamiento. Pues vamos a correr a la montaña, hacemos trabajos de altura, buscamos sparring de acuerdo al estilo que tiene Will, y pues lo principal es forzarnos, ¿no?, en la carrera y en los entrenamientos para llegar con una gran condición.
Bueno, mucho gusto y ya lo miramos en marzo. Saludos.
Saludos, gracias.
All right. And our last question comes from Diego Moria with RingTV.com.
Hello, good afternoon everyone. Buenas tardes a todos. Una pregunta para Francisco. Cuando peleaste con Juanma López, dijiste que la próxima pelea o que la pelea siguiente sería por el título mundial porque estaba muy cerca. Hoy dices lo mismo. ¿Cómo te ves de aquí a este año en cuanto a tu posibilidad de pelear por el título este mismo año? ¿Es una pelea más en este futuro o inmediatamente vas a estar buscando desafiar por el título?
Casi no te escucho.
Te oyes muy lejos, y es difícil escucharte. Si le puedes repetir, por favor, la pregunta, pero un poco más cerca a la bocina.
¿Cómo no? A ver si ahora me escuchan mejor, ¿puede ser?
¿Lo escuchas,
Hola.
Francisco?
Ahora sí. Te decía que el año pasado, cuando peleaste con Juanma López, dijiste que la pelea por el título estaba muy cerca y ahora parece estar más cerca todavía. ¿Cómo te ves peleando por el título este año y en qué fecha? ¿Cómo ves esa pelea? Ya no como no una pelea preparatoria ni nada, directamente como la pelea por el título. ¿Con qué campeón te ves peleando este año y en qué fecha?
Francisco,
bueno,
sí le escuchaste.
Bueno, pues primero que nada, pues está esa pelea y la tengo que ganar. Me estoy preparando para ganar la pelea y pues mi objetivo en este año es convertirme en campeón y por lo tanto pues estoy entrenando fuerte, en mi mente está ganar y entreno para ganar y espero que este año pueda cumplir esa meta, ser campeón mundial.
Ok, básicamente en tu división hay dos grandes campeones muy talentosos y muy encumbrados en este momento, como Rances Barthelmy, Takashi Chiyama. ¿Cómo te ves comparado con ellos? ¿Cuánto te falta para ser mencionado en ese podio de los tres mejores de la división? ¿Y cómo te ves eventualmente enfrentando a los mejores de tu división?
Bueno, pues pienso que tengo que seguir trabajando duro, paso a paso, ganando las peleas y para poderme colocar y pues para que me vean como uno de los mejores de la división.
Perfecto, muchas gracias.
And that was our last question in the queue. Oscar, I'll turn it back over to you.
Okay, thank you very much. We will see you March 12th, San Antonio, live on HBO. We are excited. Thank you, Mike, Will, Vargas, gracias, y los vemos marzo 12.
Thank you.
Hi, everyone. I just want to do a couple of quick reminders about what Golden Boy has coming up this week. First, I just want to thank everyone for participating, and I wanted to announce that tomorrow we are having a press conference with Oscar De La Hoya. He is introducing the new Los Angeles series at the Belasco Theater, and media arrivals at 1 p.m. with the press conference starting at 1:30. I also wanted to remind everyone that we'll be having a media workout for the undercard of February 27th event at Fantasy Springs, and we'll be featuring Taishan, Nick Arce, Oscar Negrete. And again, I just want to say to everyone, thank you so much for joining us today, and we hope to speak to everyone very soon.
Again, thank you for joining us today. That concludes today's conference call.